Greetings and welcome back to Pathfinder. Now, I've popped back down to the planet here because there's a couple of things I need to make before we can move on to the final quests in the first page. We need to make an effect none dimlet and a terrain void dimlet. Now, I've got lots of these upstairs. Between episodes, I analysed all of those dimlets that were unknown, and we got a fair few. I'll show you them when we go back up to the ship. I had to make a filing cabinet to keep them all in because they were overrunning my chest situation. But just having these in the inventory wasn't enough. You have to craft the specific items, and I had the stuff down here, so I've just popped back, and this should be everything we need for these. So as far as I'm aware, they both have this kind of outline, and then we put a brick in and get the terrain void, and then we can put a piece of fruit in and get the effect none. I'm really hoping this works. It does. That gives us a feature none and a reward bag. And it also unlocks Galaxy, which as far as I'm aware, is for us to make another dimension. So now, armed with new knowledge of Dimlets, it is possible for you to create your own age, more custom than ever before. This could be anything you desire, a void dimension for easier building, or even a whole new world for exploration. The choice is yours. Well, we won't be making a void world, mostly because we don't have flight yet. That strikes me as something a bit daft. But maybe one day we'll have a mega base in a void somewhere. And presumably this is just a case of going to the right dimension, to a different dimension. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to make somewhere new. Let's open this reward bag. What have we got? 4 more seared brick. I will add them to the collection, and yeah, let me just check on the coal situation. We've got some. I left some up in the ship, so I think we should probably just head back and do that now. We want to go to Pathfinder. We want to dial. The dial is okay. Right, here we go. Not enough power. I thought I charged this thing up. I did not. Let's see if we've got any more coal in here, because I really want to keep that stack in my bag if I can. Let's take half of that. I think about 10 should do it. Right, well that was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? Okay, so while that is merrily filling up, maybe we should consider taking some stuff with us. I've got the chili, the onion and the garlic seeds all up to 10, 10, 10. They're the ones that I was doing at the start of the last episode. I do want to gather some of these up, because I haven't actually got any in a chest anywhere just yet. Let's pop those in here. We've got plenty of food, but not an awful lot of made food. We should maybe look into getting some of that sorted out as well. One of the things we're going to need is a presser from Pam's Harvest Craft. This is what will turn our soy into useful items like milk and firm tofu, which I think replaces just about meat in just about every recipe available. And we've got plenty of soybeans. I don't know if it takes power. I'm assuming it will do. So we could do one of those, or we could just think about what it is we want to take with us on our trip. The other thing I want to look at is this wouldn't replace the axe head, and I'm hoping that the other one will, because it's got a diamond on it. I got this upgrade just from using it. It stuck a diamond on it, that's why it's all shiny and blue there, which gave me obsidian level of mining, which is really handy. It meant that I skipped past the whole needing an iron one to get redstone and so on and so forth. So if I can upgrade that, I will. what I really want to do is make another world and kind of go and have a look at it before I decide what I'm bringing back. And I can hop into here and pick up all of these things that we need and see how we get on, because I don't know what kind of resources we'll have. But I do have a really nice dimlet. Out of all of those stacks and stacks of 8 unknown ones, I found one time noon dimlet, and I think it's in the top half of difficulty. I think it's a rarity 4 out of 6. So I'm not banking on getting another one anytime soon, and I don't know if there's a way to copy them. But if I can have a world that is perpetual daytime and not dissimilar to this, then I will be a happy camper to use it for our main base. Because although I've got fond of this place, this perpetual gloom is somewhat annoying after a while, especially if I want to go exploring. I've been tending to do that off camera just because it's so dark. It just doesn't come through on the video at all. So yeah, if I can get that daytime thing working, I will be very, very happy indeed. Let's see, what kind of things would it be sensible to take with us? What other... Oh, we've got some unclaimed rewards. Okay, I don't know what opened these up. Those weren't there earlier. Oh, I obviously hadn't filled up all of these points. Okay, so yeah, we'll have that for the white bag, and I did make some upgrades as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'll do this once we're more settled and I've got a Tinker's system up and running, and we still don't have anything in there. I don't know what it takes to unlock that. I suspect we'll need to get along to here somewhere before that opens up. But let's have a look at our reward bags. What bags are they? They are good bags. Liquid molten copper, okay, and leadstone flux ducts. They may actually come in handy. Yeah, they look quite useful. Let's hang on to those, and let's go and see how our power situation is doing. Oh, we're nearly there. We've still got 4 bits of coal left. I think we'll be okay. I don't think there's anything else we want to take with us right this second. I've got all of my bags if I do need to take anything. Got some torches. We've got a little bit of food. Wonder if we can make anything a little more substantial. We could cook some of these steaks. Let's see. How do I make a burger? Hamburger is just raw beef, toast and a skillet, and then cheese is milk and salt. Yeah, I haven't got a cow nearby, so it looks like bacon mushroom burger. See, that takes a cheeseburger as well. Okay, well, we'll take a couple of those, we'll make some toast, and actually we'll make a couple more toast to make a toast sandwich. We'll fetch down our skillet, thank you. Come on, I'm bored of this already. It takes so long to cook, I need a redstone furnace. We'll take a couple of burgers with us for the journey, because we can. And it'll give the machine time to fill up, I think. There we go. Let's pop that back up there, and I don't really want to eat that right now because I think it does fill up a fair amount of bars, but I don't want to waste it. There we go, and if we put the toast together we get a toast sandwich, which is also quite a nourishing thing. So what was that one? That's a nourishing meal, and so's the hamburger, so they should be about the same. Nourishing light meal, nourishing snack. Okay, we'll just leave that cooking up. I think we're good to go. Let's get out of here. Let's see how long this takes. Not long at all. Right, I'm going to shut this down again. This has become a habit of mine. And is this going to be... yeah, that'll be filling up from there. That's burning away. That's good. This is my filing cabinet full of Dimlets. This thing is chocker. I've got some really interesting stuff in here. I've got time normal, time morning, time midnight, time evening, and other time evenings that don't stack, and I'm not sure why sometimes they do that. But I've put some aside over here. I don't know what this is. This feature Oregon, I'm assuming it's a terrain thing, but we might give that a go. So we have time noon, effect haste 2, sky normal day, special shelter, material diamond ore, and sky body large planet. Now I think I'll save the special shelter, the diamond ore and the haste 2 for a world that I'm spending less time in, because I don't want to use up too much power. I have no idea if any of these things actually take power with us. I think from the book, I read through the book, and I think this is what actually supplies the power for keeping these things running. If so, no problem, this is a creative one. Otherwise we might be in trouble. Now I think I also am going to need some kind of... see, now I don't really want these controller ones. The digit ones are for making different versions with the same. We don't want any effects except maybe the effect none. So we'll take one of those. Features, no. Do we want features? Volcanoes, tendrils, shallow ocean, ravines, nah. We don't want anything. Liquid, none. Kind of just want normal liquid. Not bothered about the materials. I think they're for the tendrils and things anyway. And the mob things are kind of default anyway. Let's see, sky normal. Have we got a sky normal? We've got a sky body. Yes, we've got a sky normal day. Structure none. Structures, I think we leave that blank. And I don't really want any fancy grid terrain things. No thunder, no rain, light. Oh, no rain might be nice, but I've only got one of those. And then we've got all the time ones. So I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I've filled me thing up. Yeah, we definitely want an effect none. Terrain normal. Let's not have light rain or light thunder. I want to try and keep it simple, really. Let's see, we don't want cyan sky and black fog. So I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look back at the very first quest, which gave us the option. It was an effect none, a terrain normal, and a material none. Do we need to put a material none in? Let's have a look. Where are our material ones? Okay, they're these yellowy ones, aren't they? Black, stained. There are lots of stained clay ones. I think these are the ones that go with your tendrils and orbs. Let's take a material none one too. And it gave us the order, didn't it? Let's see. Which one was it? It's a place the empty dimension tab in the slot in the lower left, then place the effect none in the slots at the top. I have to make sure no special types of material affect the terrain, so put the material none dimlet right before the terrain normal dimlet. Okay, so we're going to need one of them, and that goes in this one. Effect none went first, then let's have a terrain normal, material none. That's an error apparently. That goes before terrain normal, time noon, sky body large planet. Okay, let's see if we can realise this dimension. Well, it says it's done. I'm going to put this back in here. I don't know if we get a chance to name it ever. I'm not seeing a chance to name it. So it must be ID 5. Right, I'm going to leave that in there just in case we need it. How are you doing? You're full. You're full. And you are actually filling up with some spare. That's awesome. I have no idea what I'm going to need to take with us. None whatsoever. We've got all that. Shall we take a stack of cobble just in case? Let's do that. And that's the closest thing I have to a weapon. Not sure that peaceful means peaceful. So, we're on the matter transmitter. We want ID 5. I don't know what these numbers mean. Is that my landing coordinates? We will need to make another one of these, and another one of these, and another one of these. But I'm figuring there's probably going to be wood there, because we've got terrain normal. So let's take a risk and get going. I suspect this one will take a bit longer, because it has got to load a brand new world. There we go. We are in the middle of a river. Okay. You don't have any fuel coming. It looks like we've got islands. There's one over there with no trees on. This could be a problem. Let's have a look at the map. Alright, it's not an island. Okay. Let's put a waypoint here so we can come back and fetch that. Let's call it landing, and let's make it a colour I can actually see. And I guess we're going swimming. Let's go see what we've got. I am going to try one of those orb things at some point. I quite fancy the idea of having orbs of ore kicking about the place, maybe in the sky. Speaking of the sky, look, we've got a giant planet. I don't think it'll move though, because we are perpetually at noon. Gosh, I'm a slow swimmer. Come on. Oh, I'm so putting a waypoint on the shore as soon as I get there, so that I can never have to swim this again. Looks like we've got a meteor up there towards the west. And at least there are trees. This has cheered me immensely. I'm not seeing an awful lot of other land. This is a big old river though for the biome. I wonder if oceans are not a thing and it's just giant rivers. This new world business is quite exciting, really. Oh, come on. Didn't think it'd take this long. Tum-ty-tum-ty-tum-ty-tum. There we go. We're on the land. And like I said, let's just put another waypoint in there so that I can find my way back when I need to. And we'll have a little look around. We've got some pigs. This is quite a nice little spot, I think. I think the first thing we're going to want to do is make ourselves some basic machines. Oh, no, the first thing we want to do is collect this. We have apparently visited Sol. And I think we're completely done in there. Anything in here yet? No. Right. So I think, yeah, if we can get a handle on this place, we might make this our main base, because it will be daytime all the time and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Material marble. How helpful. You couldn't give me like a furnace or something. Let's get me mattock out. Where did I put it? There it is. And get some of these trees down, make ourselves a crafting bench, and so on and so forth. I don't really fancy having to start over and over and over every time I change dimension, but I am, however, willing to make many to explore and mine in. Give me that bit of wood. Thank you. Because I do quite like the exploring part. And I think... Wow, loads of cows. Well, milk's not going to be a problem then. It might be a question of where's the best place to build a house. Because I'd like to eventually get all of our gardens moved over. I can see some kind of structure in the distance there. Let's just get some coal while it's available. These things are quite handy for the surface mining. Anything else we need? I won't bother with metals just yet, and I will try very hard not to fall into the flamey death. Or to drop my coal in it. Yeah, we won't worry about the copper and things just yet. I just want a little bit of fuel in case I need to make some torches or something. And then I think we'll go and have a little look over there, because I think that might actually be a small village. In which case, it might be nice to move into some ready-made houses. But apart from that, we may well be very nearly done with this episode. Unfortunately, waiting around for things to fill up has used up a lot of the time available. Let's see, yeah, this is a village, isn't it? This is a tiny village. But it's got bookshelves, it's got a villager, it's got a tinker villager. Excellent. What have you got? Tin Aubrey bush for a part builder and some landmines. I don't think so, sir. Bronze pickaxe head. Oh, that's nice. Obsidian pick head. There's quite often things in here. The full guard's a nice thing to have. Have you not left anything in the crafting table? You have. Another obsidian pickaxe head. Some sword blades. Oh, this could work out very nice. Very nice indeed. It's only a small house, but we could build ourselves something. What on earth is that? Oh, we might have to go and check that out too. Okay, let me put a waypoint here. Village. And yeah, I'm going to go and check that out, and I will be back when I'm nearby. Come on, get down the hole, woman. Yes, I will be back when I am nearby the whatever that is. Okay, well, it doesn't look to be very dangerous, but at the same time it doesn't look to have an awful lot going on. Can we get down there? Have you not got a chest I can rob or something? I suppose it's a source of nether brick. Let's just have a little dig down and see. Oh, hello. Let's maybe go down the sides, shall we? This looks very interesting indeed. Let me just make some space here and get some torches out, because I think it's going to get dark. Actually, let's swap that for that and we can put those away. Oh yeah, there are chests down here. Watch out for pressure plates and traps, I think, at this point. Yeah, I see pressure plates. Oh, you tricksy little what's it. Right, we're having those up. I'm not trusting them. Cobwebs. Iron helmet, dark steel. Oh, this is useful. That's a peculiar looking copper. More of these peculiar looking books. A mushroom. More chest plates and some unknown dimlets. Okay. And I'm guessing, yep, there's TNT under here. Well, we'll have that as well. If I've got space to put it all. This might be a case of trying to sort out all of these various bags. They can all go in here for now. Right. Well, that was a find. I'm glad I thought to have a little dig around. But, I think on that note, we might have to just call it the end of the episode. So, really, there's nothing left to say except thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.